I was able to watch him, directed by Justin Tipping and produced by Jordan Peele. This was a box office bomb, and I think I know why. Jordan Peele didn't direct this film. That's why. If he's in the director chair, it's a hit. If he's not, it's this. What begins as a mentorship spirals into psychological torment and eerie rituals. Right from the beginning, you get the sense of what they're trying to portray. Football is this family's god. They worship these football players, the sport, everything. Everything around them is sports, patriots, focused. They really do a good job of showing the extreme fandom of a love for a sport or even a player. They do a great job of establishing the spiritual, demonic vibe of a fandom like that, but then it doesn't change. And then they pack in a lot of these horror elements dealing with spirituality, ritual sacrifice, and things of that nature. It really doesn't change much. Like the point you were trying to prove to me throughout this movie, I got that in the first couple of minutes. And then even with the character Cam, seeing all this weird stuff slowly get more and more intense, it's almost like how far are you willing to go to be him, to be the best, right? Sometimes I was questioning why he's even doing any of this. Certain scenes where, players were getting abused and stuff like that, it's like, I'm sure other teams aren't doing this. It was almost as if the demon stuff and the ritualistic type of deal he was going through was said plainly. We understood. And then, so when the weird stuff happening, I wasn't really shocked. I expected it, wasn't anything that I was, I guess maybe certain scenes of how it happened were surprising, right? But it was like, all right, yeah, and then Marlon starts acting crazy. It's like, I expect him to do that, right? It was just based off what I've seen. I needed this movie to twist and turn me just a little bit. But it's not all bad though. I think the concept of like gladiator, football, almost like a 300 almost, that was great. The visuals were awesome. The sound and the horror stuff was good. It wasn't even that. It was literally just the themes and everything that I knew was going to happen happened. No twist or turns. I think the cinematography was great. A lot of different lighting and camera angles that were, intriguing. And the camera sits you right there in the action. You're right in the middle of it. But the best part about this movie is Marlon Wayans' performance. Hands down. His performance of Isaiah is way different than anything you've seen from Marlon Wayans, and I would argue that you need to see this movie just for that. As someone who likes when comedians take a more serious role, he definitely hit the mark. Now, what comes to mind are names like Adam Sandler. I know him as a comedian. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Little Nicky. When he did Spanglish or even Uncut Gems, I like that play a more dramatic role. It was just something that I haven't seen from him, and it showed his range. This is how I view Marlon Wayans in this movie. You've never seen him like this before. As a matter of fact, I think he should win a supporting actress. I think he should win supporting actor. He needs it. And if you saw the movie, I don't think you'll disagree with me on that. All in all, him is a stylish misfire. It had a lot of elements that were compelling, but then it falls flat in terms of what it was giving me. In terms of me being afraid, I felt like I knew what was going to happen, and when something weird happens, I expected it. This is definitely worth watching for Marlon Wayans' performance, and even the eerie atmosphere. But don't expect the story to be anything but surface level. I give this a watch, but if you miss the theaters, I wouldn't be mad. You can catch this on streaming. If anything, again, for Marlon Wayans. Y'all, let me know what you thought about this movie. Put down in the comments below what you thought and what you're looking forward to if you haven't seen it. As always, look forward to seeing you all in the next one.